C70. Testing on autofocus. Point, point. Low, high, low, high. Side, side. Up, down, down. Thrust. Alright, if I'm going to play an Eversor, most of the things I need to do need to be a bit more dynamic. Need to have kind of a furious movement to them. I don't understand how on a C70 you do slow motion, fast motion, but a slow motion, fast motion type thing is probably going to be necessary for this film. Next week I'm actually going to try to do something with background. Get a couple of things like that going. Weapons, chain gun. I think we're going to have to do for character motion. Eversor is an efficient creature, but it's like animalistic, so something like load and movement back and forth. There is a balance to it. And after I direct, it's probably going to have kind of a footwork down. Quick, low, thrust up. Twitch responses. This lens is not optimal for it. This lens is I forget. I will do a test with the 35 to see how that looks from a upward looking down angle. The Eversor probably going to do the bear thing. High raised weapons, cutting down. The two-handed posture would be Fontog. Another one, which would be a bit weird for most people, but for any fencer it makes sense, is below here. It'd be the perfect for a quick motion action scene. Gun or guard low. Shoot out the hand, hit a neck. Take it off. Probably do a few tests once I figure out how to do slow-mo on this. Switching lenses. Oh, this was a 28-70. No filter. Alright, this is a 35 super speed. The issue with the 35 super speed compared to the 28-70 is that theoretically it does not have autofocus. That is actually quite null at this point because, well, neither does my 28-70. Plug it in, I still haven't figured out the C70's proper autofocus. But what I have here is a Zeiss 35 super speed. It didn't give me as much headroom as I thought it would. So I have to start out even further back. It's definitely for wider type shots. But I think it would do really good for certain close-ups. Again, get a couple of shots ready. I think I'm going to have the Eversor resting the weapon with secondary arm loose. It's cleaner though, and I can adjust the individual T-stop, which means I can auto-balance it myself. Auto-balance, which means I can adjust the ISO, which means I have a bigger area to work with in terms of focus. I gotta have is gunshot. Gunshot practices. Bang. 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 Side up, side down. Just constant testing. Once I get the after effects to give it a shot. Might work well for the camera to actually have like a trigger noise. Registers on the C70 pretty well. Shoot across. Gun down. I'll watch a few videos on how guns are actually fired. I've fired a few, but it's not like I'm watching myself while I do it. And again, this one is cutting my head off a bit. Maybe I'm just too damn big. Load up, bang. Chain sword, cut, bang. Cut, extend hand, bang. Bang. Different tests, but worth trying.